Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy King7 here, back with another video. Before we get into this video, I want to remind you all, the other kings and queens out there, and I hope you all are having a very blessed day. Before we get into the video, 83.7% of you watching this video right now are not subscribed. It would mean the absolute world to me if you could drop a sub and a like on this video. Here I got a Pittsburgh Steelers realistic rebuild. Now, I did put up a poll on my channel saying which team you wanted me to rebuild next. The poll will be up on the screen now. As you can see, I'm pretty sure the Bears got second place. So once this rebuild video goes out, I'll be working on the Bears rebuild after that. And then I'll probably put out another poll to see which teams you want me to do, because the other three teams all finished rather closely. But let's take a look at this Pittsburgh Steelers team. It all starts with the man, the myth, the legend, Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, he's a beast, bro. To still be going on like this, he's mad old, coming off that season-ending injury last year. I respect the guy a whole lot. At running back, we got James Conner, Benny Snell, and Jalen Samuels. At fullback, we got the other Watt brother, the forgotten Watt brother, but he is still a little bit of a beast, Derek Watt. Then at receiver, we got Deontay Johnson, the rookie Claypool, the man, Juju Smith-Schuster. I love this guy so much. His personality, the joy he brings to the game. And he's also my fantasy team this year. Hasn't been doing too bad, which I like to see that. We also got James Washington. The offensive line is not bad. We got Andrew Villanueva, Filer, Marquise Pouncey. Is this Marquise, or it is Marquise Pouncey? Because I know he has a brother. And David DeCastro, Okafor. I don't know. This guy's going to be replaced as soon as possible, right tackle. And we got starting tight end Eric Ebron. A whole lot of star dev traits. Only the one superstar on offense, which is David DeCastro. Moving on to the defensive side of the football, here's where things get a little bit more interesting. The front three, Cam Hayward. The man's a beast, bro. Superstar talent. Aluwalu is a normal dev trait, 79 overall. We got Tuitt. Damn, someone's freaking speeding on my road. But we got Tuitt, the star dev trait, 87 overall. The cornerbacks, we got Joe Hayden, Steven Nelson, and Mike Hilton. At strong safety, we got Terrell Edmonds. I like this guy. I think he's a little underrated for 74 overall. I think he should maybe be 77, 76, 77 overall will be good for him. Then we got our superstar X Factor on the team, TJ Watt. I mean, dude, I can't. You know what's crazy is that he got drafted like 20 something in the draft. And I'm just like, listen, the guy had a great college career, right? He's the brother of JJ Watt. They grew up together. JJ Watt, you saw what he is. You didn't think that this guy would be what JJ Watt is, or anything, or like he's not what JJ Watt is, but he's pretty damn close. So I don't know how 20 teams passed up on the guy. I would have taken him top 15, at least top 15, because you already know that work ethic is in him. You've seen it with TJ Watt, has one of the best work ethics, had so many season-ending injuries and fights back from them every year. But yeah, TJ Watt, I really like the guy a whole lot. Then we got Williams at middle linebacker, and the rookie, or the second-year player that they drafted last year as a rookie. They moved up for Devin Bush out of Michigan, the middle linebacker. I think he had a phenomenal rookie year last year. Really have high hopes for him in this rebuild. Then at right outside linebacker, we have Bud Dupree, and at free safety, the other superstar on defense, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Quick little fact: I watched Minkah Fitzpatrick play a lot in high school, and one of my best friends was his teammate in high school for 3 years. Shout out my boy Dave if you're watching this right now. My boy's definitely not watching this video, but yeah, Minkah. I heard nothing but great things about him from my boy. So excited to see what he blossoms into in this franchise rebuild. The one trade I'm making, I'm getting rid of Aluwalu and McDonald for a second and a third round pick this year from the New England Patriots. Alright, this is going to be the last trade. We're trading Dangerfield and Steven Wisniewski, whatever his name is, for a 4th and a 5th round draft pick from the Carolina Panthers. And that's it for trades. We're going to move on to mid-season after this. Here we are at the midway point of the season. We're going to go over and check our record. 1-6? We're 1-6? No way. We are 1-6. Hold on, I'm dumbfounded right now. I need to look at our stats. Is it Big Ben? Is Big Ben the problem? 9 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 1,600 yards. That seems like a pretty down year from him. I'm so confused. Wait, maybe if we go to our team, let's see. 29th in offensive yards total. Yeah, it's our offense. We're 10th in defense, so we're a top 10 defense. It's the offense that is the issue. It looks like Big Ben might be going, but let's renegotiate some player contracts before we sim to the end of the season. First off, we got Juju Smith-Schuster. 100% want to keep him around. I'll give you a 6-year deal. 6 years, $98 million. That's a lot of money. I'm happy to sign. I don't know if I'm too happy about that contract myself, but let's sign up Mike Hilton as well. Give him a 4-year deal. Just accept it. 4-year, $43 million. I'm excited to sign such a great offer. Joe Hayden, I'm not interested in signing. Then we got James Conner, 25 years old, 83 overall. I think we could sign a better running back in free agency, so I'm going to let him rock. Alejandro Villanueva, he's going to go down a lot. I'm going to let him do what he's got to do in free agency. Bud Dupree, I will be looking to bring back this season. Damn, all these players want so much money. $55 million. Exactly the offer I wanted. Okay. Anybody else here that's worth re-signing? Nobody that I really see. Marcel Darius potentially. But other than that, I'm good on the rest of the signings. Alright, I don't believe the second half of the season could be any worse than the first half. Let's hope. I mean, honestly, I'll take a top pick and I'll take Trevor Lawrence. I'll gladly do that. But, I mean, I don't think Steelers fans... I mean, 1-6 for the Steelers? They're not that bad. I don't know what's going on. But let's simulate to the playoffs and see what our final record is on the season. No surprise here. We don't make the playoffs. We finish the season 5-11. I do want to see if that is the worst in the entire NFL. It is the second worst, so we're going to have at least a top 1, 2, 3. We're going to have a top 6 pick in the next upcoming draft. I mean, we'll see what we could get, but let's take a look at the season-ending stats. Why don't we? Hopefully Big Ben didn't. Did he improve at all? Hit 24 tubs, 8 interceptions. That's low passing yards from him. Rushing the football, James Conner didn't even break 1,000 rushing yards. I mean, this is just bad. I don't know what is going on. Receiving, Juju had a great year. 85 receptions, 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns from him. James Washington did decent. What about the rookie Claypool? Claypool, 3 receptions, 42 yards. I mean, dude, this is weird, these simulation stats. I don't really know how I feel about them. Mike Hilton led our team in tackles. Devin Bush right behind them. We'd love to see that. Tackles for loss, 18 for Stephon Tuitt and 16 for Cam Hayward. QB sacks we got leading the charge. 5.5 for TJ Watt. And interceptions was Mike Hilton with 4. I doubt we're going to win any yearly awards, but you might as well just check. You never know. Coach of the Year, definitely not going to Mike Tomlin. Let's go to the AFC. Offensive Player of the Year, we got no Steelers. Oh, we got a Steeler in the Defensive Player of the Year conversation. We got Mike Hilton 8th. I'm just going to keep looking through all these players. Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, this is Defensive Rookie there. Best quarterback. Big Ben's not going to be there. Best running back. James Conner's not there. Best wide receiver. Juju should be somewhere here. Juju is not anywhere to be found. Let's just see anybody win anything. Best DB. Mike Hilton came 3rd, and that's going to be it. We got no awards this season. The Super Bowl is going to be between the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks in year 1. Let's simulate this week and see who gets the win. If I had to predict, the Browns in simulation are just absolutely nuts, which sucks that we're in the division with the Browns and the Ravens. We're controlling the Steelers right now. It's going to be tough to make the playoffs most years, and the Browns do indeed win the Super Bowl. And let's take a last chance look at free agents that we might want to sign. I don't want to sign James Conner. Villanueva is down 79. I don't want him. Yeah, nobody here that I want to sign at all. The roster at the end of the season looks like this. Ben Roethlisberger has gone down to 71 overall. He lost 9 attribute points. That is really bad. James Conner, 84. Juju, 89. I'm just trying to see if anybody got a dev trait upgrade. It doesn't look like anybody on the offense got a dev trait upgrade. Maybe on the defense. The only person I can see that got a depth trait upgrade will be Marcel Darius, went up to star. But I mean, overall, it was a poor season from the offense and the defense. So I'm not too surprised that nobody got a depth trait upgrade. Sorry to say, but this is the end of the road for Big Ben. Look at that cap hit. Him and Williams, both not good enough players at this stage in their career. And when I went into free agent signing, it said we were in negative cap room and negative available funds, so we couldn't make a single free agency signing. I don't know. Hopefully this should change that. Let's just try picking up draft picks, a second and a third. I mean, both these players have green on their name, and it got accepted. We got a second and a third from the Colts for Big Ben and Williams. I'm going to go in for Gerald McCoy on a 1-year offer. We got 92 total points, so that is definitely going to be accepted. We gave him what he wanted. I'm trying to look and see if there's any other players in positions that we desperately need. Maybe bring back, I'm going to try bringing back Alejandro Villanueva. Hopefully he's not too mad at me, but I don't think we have enough money left. Yeah, we just don't. All these other points that I'm going to give people, it's going to be like 40, and it's not going to be enough to bring anybody else back. So hopefully we get Gerald McCoy and we move on to the draft where we got a lot of draft picks. We could get a lot of talent in our team. And we have signed Gerald McCoy, accept the offer. Villanueva is gone, and that means we can't get James Conner either because we don't have enough money. So we'll be looking for a new quarterback and a running back in the draft. We have the 5th overall pick in this draft, and I'm going to be honest, I don't think we are going to get Trevor Lawrence. I could try and trade up for Trevor Lawrence. Let's just see. I don't think the Giants would take him. Let's see, skip ahead in the draft, advance the next pick. Why would they take Trevor Lawrence? You got Daniel Jones. Why? I didn't think they were going to take Trevor Lawrence. So I guess we might as well just stay put at our pick. Let's see. Jamar Chase goes off the board. The Washington football team takes Micah Parsons. The Jacksonville Jaguars take Penei Sewell. And that means we are on the clock. Let's make our selection. I'm thinking we go for, I'm not going to go for a quarterback. Maybe Gregory Rousseau. What are we thinking about Gregory Rousseau? He's just probably the overall best player. Anthony Ware is there, so we didn't need to even sign, what's his name? Gerald McCoy. A right guard. We do need a right guard, right? We do. Oh, look at our whole offensive line. It's just non-existent. Do we take a right guard this early, though? Like, let me see what is this early first-round talent. I don't know if I want to take a right guard that early, if I'm being honest. I think Gregory Rousseau might be the best call. I think he probably has the highest depth trait out of anyone. He's a late first-round talent, though. That's strange to see. Kyle Pitts, well, I would never take a tight end this early. Lamar Sneed, what are you? Late first-round talent. All right, so all those guys are late first-rounder, and Cade Mays is an early first-rounder. We need to work on this offensive line. So I think that Jalen Waddle maybe? Late first-round talent. There's just almost all these players are late first-round talents. So I'm going to go with Cade Mays. Hopefully it's not the wrong pick. 77 overall, hidden dev trait. We reached, but he's 6th in value. He's ranked 6th in value, and we drafted him 5th. I'm really happy with that pick, though. End of the second round, I'm going to go with the left tackle, Calvin Ashley, late 3rd round talent. We need offensive lineman, 68 overall, normal dev trait. I reached on that one. Another pick late in the second round. We're going with our quarterback of the future. It's going to be Trey Lance, A-, A, and A- for the 3 attributes showing from North Dakota State. I think in real life, he's actually going to be a great quarterback, whichever team he goes to. And he's a 68 overall, but he's got hidden dev trait. We love to see that. Top of the 3rd round, we're taking Earl Kirkpatrick. He's a mid-second round talent, projected late 4th rounder, and he's 71 overall. That's a pretty solid pick. 47 ranked in true value. We got him at 69. At the back end of round 3, we're taking Zion Johnson, who's a mid-second round talent. Have hidden dev trait. He does have hidden dev trait, a left guard from Boston College. At this point, at the end of the 3rd round, there isn't really anybody I'm interested in picking with this pick. So I'm going to review all offers to trade away this 3rd round pick. What can we get? We can get a future 4th and this year's 3rd, a future 3rd, and a future 7th. I think I might go with that one if there's nothing better than that. And yeah, I'm going to go with the Ravens, future 3rd and future 7th. With the draft recap, we took Cade Mays, 5th overall, 77 overall. We had Najee Harris, 73 overall, and then you scroll down. We got a bunch of 70s, low 70s, high 70s. Chris Shirley, 70 overall in the 5th round. We got 65, 65, and a 59 overall. I'm going to grade this draft. It was solid, especially Trey Lance with hidden dev trait. This draft was probably an 8 out of 10, I think. The team before we start season 2 is going to look like this. We got Trey Lance, hidden depth trade at quarterback, Derek Watt still fullback. We did sign Damian Williams for like $2 million for the year. I'm going to move our rookie Harris up to the second running back position. We still got Juju, Deontay Johnson, and James Washington as our main 3 receivers. The offensive line looks to be better. We got 2 hidden depth trade rookies. We got David DeCastro, Marquise Pouncey, and Oka Okafor. At right tackle, then we got tight end Eric Ebron. On the defensive side of the football, I have changed the scheme. We're running a 4-3. We got Tuitt, Kirkpatrick the rookie, Gerald McCoy, and Cam Hayward up front. Then our linebacking core, we got Bud Dupree, Devin Bush, and TJ Watt. At the safeties, we got Terrell Edmonds and Minkah Fitzpatrick. At cornerbacks, we got Mike Hilton, Steven Nelson, and Justin Lane as the 3 cornerbacks. Honestly, I think this team is a little bit improved compared to last year. But, I mean, you never know. We'll see what happens. Let's simulate ahead to mid-season. We have reached the midway part of the season. Let's take a look at our record, 3-5. So it is improved from the last year. What was it? 1-7 start we had last year. Let's take a look at, I want to look at the stats so far just for Trey Lance on the season. He's second in the NFL in passing touchdowns, but he also has a lot of passing interceptions. Let me see if any of their dev traits of the rookies has been released yet. Did they play enough downs for them to show? Hopefully Trey Lance is a star, but he has 4 dev trait upgrade points. Zion Johnson has 3. Dude, look at all these dev trade upgrades. I'm going to have to do all those upgrades myself. Let's take a look at contract negotiations. There's 8 players ready to negotiate a brand new contract. TJ Watt is going to be a big one. $122 million he wants. Oh my gosh. $124 million? That's exactly the offer I was hoping for. Alright, man. Dude, these are some big signings we're going to have to make. I'll offer David Castro a 1-year deal. What are we saying? The contract length works, but that's it. So he does want a 1-year deal. Minkah as well. We'll give him a 7-year, $88 million. Minkah, just accept it. I'm happy to sign with the organization. Thank you, Minkah, for doing that for us. Marquise Pouncey, dude, the whole team is like leaving us. Or they're not leaving us. They just need a new contract. Okay, Marquise Pouncey is done. Eric Ebron. Dude, that's so much money for a tight end. Alright, whatever. Come on, Eric Ebron. Just go ahead and accept it. Everything aside from the salary is great. Alright, Steven Nelson. He's 28 years old. We'll give you another 1-year deal. $8 million. I'd like to take in a better salary than what you're offering. Alright, so there's just a bunch of people just not happy with the money that they're going to be receiving. Gerald McCoy, I'm not going to re-sign just yet. And everybody else, I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait for everybody else at the end of the season, except David DeCastro. I do want to re-sign for sure. Here we are at the end of the season. Let's take a look at our record. We went 8-8, so it is improved by 3 victories over the past season. Let's take a look at our stats of the year. Trey Lance looks like he had a pretty solid year. Too many interceptions for my liking, but he did have 30 touchdowns, 21 interceptions, 4,200 yards passing. Rushing, Damian Williams basically performed just a little worse than James Conner for $3 million compared to the $10 million James Conner wanted. I think it was an absolute bargain. Receiving, Juju and Eric Ebron, both. Juju went crazy, man. 102 receptions, 1,300 yards, and 13 touchdowns. Him and Trey Lance they're clicking right now. I'd love to see that connection in real life as well. That would be so much fun to watch. Devin Bush led the team in tackles. Tackles for loss, it was TJ Watt. And quarterback sacks, Gerald McCoy had 7 interceptions. We got Devin Bush led the team with 3. Looking at the yearly awards, MVP went to Patty Mahomes. Justin Fields finished 4th, so I guess that means that, oh no, he's in the NFC. So the AFC Rookie of the Year still might be Trey Lance. We were not in the Coach of the Year discussion. Let's see, Offensive Player of the Year, no Steelers. Defensive Player of the Year, 3rd was Devin Bush. Like to see that. And Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Trey Lance. It's going to be huge for his development trait. Defensive Rookie of the Year, did we have any Steelers here? We had 10th was Terrell Johnson. Best QB, not us. Best running back, not us. Best wideout. How did Juju not win? Willie Snead won? Willie Snead. That's crazy. Offensive line, no Steelers. Defensive line, no Steelers. Linebacker, Devin Bush got 3rd. DBs, no Steelers, and kicker and punter. We almost won the best kicker award with Chris Boswell, though. The Super Bowl in Season 2 is going to be between the Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. I got all my money sending the full house on the Kansas City Chiefs to win the Super Bowl, advance to the next week. Honestly, I'm making a bold prediction. Patty Mahomes, 7 to 8 championships he'll win in his career. I think if Tom won 6, I think Patty Mahomes has a good chance at topping those 6 rings. And he did not beat Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. But we do have to go and negotiate last player opportunity contracts. David DeCastro, we need him back pretty badly. Come on, what do you want? You want a better salary, whatever. All right, 1 year, $14 million. David DeCastro, that's a good offer. Glad we got a deal done. Eric Ebron had a phenomenal season for us, so I am looking to bring him back as well. $30 million, 4 years. What are you saying? I'm happy to sign with a great organization, and everybody else I'm pretty happy to let walk. I will re-sign Terrell Edmonds though, just because I like him in real life. I think he's a good player, and he doesn't want too much money. Will he accept? He was excited to accept the offer, and everybody else can just they can just leave. I mean, maybe Steven Nelson I should re-sign, but he is 29 years old. Does he want just a 1-year deal? Is that all he wants? He wants a 1-year deal. I'll bring him back on a 1-year deal for sure. Let me see. That's a good offer. Glad we got a deal done. Taking a look at the roster at the end of year 2, Trey Lance is up to an 80 with star depth trait. Damian Harris stayed at a 79. None of our running backs got increased at all. Juju went up to a 93 superstar depth trait. Anybody else get depth trait upgrades? Mays went up to superstar. That's really cool to see. That was our 5th overall pick. He's already 84 overall. Nice to see that progression out of him. Any depth trait upgrades on the defensive side of the football? It does not appear to be so. Yeah, nobody got a depth trait upgrade on our defense. Look at this free agency class. We got Jair Alexander, Fred Warner, Von Miller, Harrison Smith, Leighton Vander Esch, Rashaan Evans. Bro, this free agency class is absolutely insane. There is no running backs though still. We'll just sign one before the season starts next year. But the top end of the free agency class is ridiculous. And I'm going to go in for, I think it's got to be Jair Alexander, right? Or Fred Warner. Wait, 79 points from the Giants. That's it? If I sign Fred Warner, we're going to go back to a 3-4. Is that what I should do? Or should I just go for Jair Alexander? I'm conflicted. I'm very conflicted of what to do. I mean, I'll place a bid for both of them. It doesn't hurt to place a bid for both of them. We'll just make the offer 6 years, $82 million. I don't have enough in the salary cap to offer that. Oh, it's because let me withdraw my offer from Jair and let me put it in for Fred Warner. Let me see. I just want to see how many points this would be. That's 92. Okay, I think I'd rather take Fred Warner compared to Jair, right? I don't know what's more important in a simulation. I mean, I think you guys would rather take Fred Warner, in my opinion, than Jair. But what if that's not enough points though? But the Giants offered 79 points because you already know after the first day both players are gonna be gone. Let me offer him this, $107 million. Let's put up to 95 points. If he does not sign, I will be incredibly disappointed in myself. Please, 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 fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. We signed Fred Warner. Come on. I can't look. I'm so nervous. This is huge for the franchise if we're able to sign him. We got accepted. Fred Warner, superstar X Factor. I cannot believe that. Do we have any more money? We have 11 million left in cap space. 11.9 million left. Nobody has made an offer for Jair Alexander. I mean, I'll gladly throw an offer for Jair Alexander. Come on, what are we saying, Jair? I don't have enough in the cap room for that. With our first round draft pick, I'm going to be taking Devontae Spriggs. I was thinking about taking that quarterback. We already got Trey Lance, and Devontae Spriggs is a 77 overall normal dev trade running back. In the second round, I'm taking Noah Cobb, left tackle, mid-first rounder, 73 overall normal dev trade, but he was ranked 19th in true value. In the middle of the third round, I will be taking Cecil LeBlanc. He's a late first round talent. Come on, have hidden dev trait. He's got a normal dev trait, 72 overall. In the fourth round, I'm taking Cedric Chambers, late second round talent, 69 overall, but he does have a hidden dev trait. For the draft recap, we had a great draft. We got a 77 overall running back, 73 overall left tackle, 72 middle linebacker, another running back, 74 overall. We had a hidden dev trait, 69 overall D tackle, and then the rest of the draft was pretty mediocre, but overall I'm pretty happy with how things went. At the start of Season 3, this is what the team is looking like. We got Trey Lance at quarterback. We got Spriggs, the rookie, at running back. We got Juju, Claypool, and Deontay Johnson. The wide receivers have not changed throughout this save so far. And our offensive line is looking rather good, I have to say so. If I had to say so myself, the only thing I want to change is maybe I want to get Johnson up at left guard. Let's just get De Castro up at left tackle, and Villanueva could be the backup. We got Cobb here, who I'm looking to develop at right tackle. New man on the offensive line. And we got Eric Ebron out at tight end. On the defense is where I think we went crazy. Let's start with the linebacking core. We got Superstar X Factor Fred Warner, Superstar X Factor TJ Watt. We got Star Devin Bush, Star Bud Dupree. At safety, we got Minka and we got Terrell Edmonds. And we got Nelson Hilton and Justin Lane as our corners. And at defensive tackle, I'm actually going to move up Chambers because he has hidden dev trade upgrade. So it's Chambers, Hayward, and Tuitt. I got high hopes for this team this year. Hopefully, we make it to the playoffs. But nonetheless, let's simulate to the midseason mark. Forward to the season, let's take a look at our record. I think this is the best Steelers team we've put together. And we are 3-4, but this division is very, very, very competitive. I mean, I think we can make the push to get into the playoffs. Let's take a look at the players we have to renegotiate with. We got David De Castro. I'll bring him back on another 1-year contract. Just put him up because he usually complains about the salary or whatever. De Castro, the offer is perfect. Now we got Stephon Tuitt. He's 29 years old, 87 overall. We'll bring him back. 2 years, 27 million. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. But I'll do it because you my boy Tuitt. 2 years, 28 million. And I really like the duration, but he like to make more money. That's very understandable from your perspective. Anybody else here? Steven Nelson, I'm going to let walk. Justin Lane, we'll rediscuss a bunch of these players later on. Let's move all the way back to the left side because I do want to bring back Deontay Johnson. He wants less than 10 million a year. I'm not giving you any more, so you better accept this. The offer's perfect. Can't wait. And Marquise Pouncey, I will bring him back on a 1-year deal. 8 million. What are you saying? The offer's perfect. Can't wait till next year. We simulated to the end of the season, and the result is another 8-8 year. And the Browns just continuously go 11-5. They keep making the playoffs. This division is tough to play in. I'm really kind of upset with this season, but let's take a look at the stats. Nonetheless, looks like Trey Lance popped off. 32 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Love to see that. Rushing, we haven't had a 1,000-yard rusher yet this whole season. Receiving, Juju did his thing as always. Moving on to defense, the tackles were low for both Fred Warner and Devin Bush. Tackles for loss, 11 for Stephon Tuitt and 11 for Cam Hayward. Quarterback sacks, 7.5 for Stephon Tuitt. And interceptions, we got 2 for Mike Hilton, 2 for Steven Nelson, and 1 for Minka Fitzpatrick. Looking at awards, let's see if any Steelers have won anything. No offensive defense player of the year, but we do get offensive rookie of the year with Devontae Spriggs. Defensive rookie of the year, we got nobody here. Best quarterback, Trey Lance is at 6th. Best running back, we're not here. Best wideout, Hunter Renfrow won that. I don't know how, but it doesn't look like we're coming away with any trophies for our players, and we don't. Super Bowl comes down to the Browns and the Washington football team. The Browns have now made the Super Bowl 2 of the 3 years in this franchise save. Let's simulate it. I mean, I don't know how the Washington football team got to the Super Bowl. I don't think they are going to win it if I did have to bet on this game. So far, I'm 1-1, so I've guessed one right and I've guessed one wrong. And this one, I got it wrong. The Washington football team become Super Bowl champions in Season 3. The roster at the end of Season 3 looks like this. Trey Lance up to an 87 overall. Spriggs at an 82. Juju at a 96. Let's see if any dev trait upgrades did occur. It does not look like any of them did. Our center, DeMarcus Pouncey, retired? I could have swore we re-signed him. I don't know what that's all about. I guess we'll have to find a new center, if anything. Chambers is a star, and nobody else got a dev trait upgrade on the defense. Before free agency starts, I am looking to get rid of Bud Dupree and Highsmith. Bud Dupree, 30 years old, 77 overall. He's only going down in overall. And let's see if we can pick up some good draft picks. I'm going for a first, a second, and a third. Being very ambitious. It's nowhere near. Let's just get a first and a third. What are you guys thinking about that? Not close. A first. And we do get the first from the Chargers. I have put an offer in for Rodney Hudson. Hopefully we are the number one there. But do we go for Trent Williams as well is the question. Our offensive line would be absolutely ridiculous if that was the case. Or I could go for Harrison Smith, 88 overall, superstar X Factor. But we do have to replace left end because Stephon Tuitt is leaving us unless I have to try to re-sign him. Any left ends, there is absolutely nobody here that piques my interest at all. Let me try going back in for Stephon Tuitt. Just please accept my offer. Unfortunate news for us, the week 1 of free agency signings was not successful. Tuitt left. We did get Hudson and Trent Williams did reject. Let's go back in. We do have some funds and we have to sign somebody to make up for that loss of Tuitt. Who can it be? There's just a bunch of running backs here. There's no other position. Cornerback, we do need Casey Hayward. Do I pick him up for a 1-year contract? I'm going to pick up, or James Bradbury maybe? What are we thinking? I'm just going to pick up Casey Hayward on a 1-year deal. I think I'm going to pick up both of them actually. He just wants $5 million. All right, that's 98 points for you. And we'll give you a 1-year deal for James Bradbury as well. Just like that, 5.2 million, 98 points for you. So both of them should accept. Is there a receiver that I'd like? I mean, if we need a third receiver, we could get, I don't know, Dante Pettis, I guess, is the highest rated. But let's go in for Kareem Hunt. How much does Kareem Hunt want? 4 years, 26 million for a 91 overall running back. I'll gladly take that. 97 points. Let's see how this week 2 of free agency goes. Let's simulate ahead. We did get offers accepted from Kareem Hunt and Casey Hayward Jr. The draft recap for the end of season 3. We got Sullivan 75, 72, 72, 71, 73. It was just a bunch of 70 overalls. This is probably our best draft class so far. And unfortunately though, none of them had hidden dev trait. Almost all of them were just normal dev trait. At the start of season 4, we got Trey Lance, Kareem Hunt, Spriggs at fullback. We got Juju, Deontay Johnson, Claypool as our receivers. The offensive line is looking really good. We got Cobb, DeCastro, Rodney Hudson, Mays, Johnson. And then at tight end, we got Eric Ebron. Now looking at our defense, it's a little different. We got our linebacking core of Lawson, Devin Bush, Fred Warner, and TJ Watt. Safeties, Terrell Edmonds, and Minkah Fitzpatrick. The corners are Hilton, Casey Hayward, and we got Johnson. I don't know who Johnson is, but that might be where we struggle this season. Defensive tackle, we got Chambers, right end, Cam Hayward, and left end, we got Sullivan. At the midway mark of the season, our record is we're top of the division, 5-2. It looks like we might be making the playoffs. I'm pretty happy to see that. We do have some negotiations we have to take care of. DeCastro wants another 1-year deal. We're gonna have to give him that 1-year deal. 1 year, 13 million, and he improving the bonus. Come on, bro. He's so greedy, this guy. Hudson, 1 year, 11 million. He accepts the offer. Then we got Devin Bush. We're gonna have to pay him a lot. He only wants 3 years, 24 million. That's it. He's mad humble. 3 years, 26. I'll give him. I'm happy to sign with a great organization, and everybody else we can just wait for. But we will go back and sign David DeCastro at the end of the season. Season 4, we finally make the playoffs. We finished the year 10-6, barely slipped by. We're going to be taking on the Buffalo Bills in round 1. But let's take a look at the yearly stats before we move any further along. Trey Lance, no way. 43 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. This guy's a beast. He's a cheat code. Kareem Hunt went crazy. Finally, our first 1,000-yard rusher. Receiving Juju. 99 receptions, 1,300 yards, and 14 touchdowns. He is unreal. Blocking, all right, we'll move past that. Defense, Fred Warner and Devin Bush did their thing. Tackles for loss, TJ Watt. QB sacks, TJ Watt had 15. He stepped up big. Interception 7 for Minkah. This defense just overall played much better. MVP goes to Cam Newton, Coach of the Year. Mike Tomlin not in the top 7. Now we move to Offensive Player of the Year for AFC was Trey Lance. Defensive Player of the Year, no Steelers. Offensive Player of the Year, no Steelers. Defensive Player of the Year, no Steelers. Best quarterback, Trey Lance. Let's keep moving forward. Oh, Juju almost won it. Hunter Renfrow goes crazy in Madden simulation. It seems like he won back-to-back best wide receivers. Any Steelers win. TJ Watt won best linebacker. Minka won best DB. And our kicker won best kicker, Tyler Bass. Overall, it was a great season from the Steelers. Playoff wild card against the Bills. I'm going to simulate it. We should really win this game. I mean, our team is like almost across the board. It's at least like 85 rated. I'm really happy with how this team has progressed. And we did get the win against the Bills, 28-17. Let's simulate this next match against the Colts. Come on, boys. We could win this one as well. If we do get to, in these simulation, if you haven't watched any of my rebuilds, if we do get to the Super Bowl, that is when I will play the game. But we are in the AFC Conference against the Ravens. I'm going to go ahead and simulate. I'm going to like live sim it. That's what I'm going to do. The Steelers start with the ball. Now the Ravens have it. The Ravens go up 7-0, 14-0. We answer 14-10 though. It looks like they're going to score again, 21-10. Uh-oh, the Steelers look like they could be in problems, 28-10. The Ravens just piling it on now, 35-10. And that is going to be the end of our season in Season 3. We made it. Or is there a comeback? There, we lost by 10. 41-31. We lost in Season 4 in the AFC Championship game to the 13-3 Baltimore Ravens. Let's take a look at the game stats. Trey Lance, he's always been known for throwing those interceptions. He had 2 of them this game. That's pretty big. Kareem Hunt, oh, we played against James Conner. That's pretty funny. Receiving, though, no one had a big day. Defensively speaking, any tackles for losses, Kirkpatrick. QB sacks 1 from Jonathan Lawson. And interceptions 2 from Patrick Queen, who is a cheat code in Madden. He is so good. The Washington football team makes it to back-to-back Super Bowls. I'm going with the Ravens to win this one. Right now, I predicted 1 correctly and 2 incorrectly. Hopefully, this one is predicted right. Let's see if I could go 500. Why does it take so long to simulate this Super Bowl week? And the Ravens did win, so I did go 500. But now we take a look at the dev trait upgrades from our players. Juju Smith-Schuster, 99 overall, superstar X Factor for him now. And who was our center? Our center was Rodney Hudson. I re-signed him and he retired. You got to be kidding me. Anybody else? Increased Trey Lance at a 95 overall, which is just ridiculous. Oh, Minka finally hit Superstar X Factor. And anybody else? Nope. Doesn't look like anybody else progressed. And Cam Hayward also retired. So this 5th season looks like it might be a little bit of a struggle. But hopefully we can make it to the Super Bowl and win. Alright, since this is the final season in the rebuild, I'm bringing in J.J. Watt, TJ Watt's brother, on a 2-year deal. Whatever, we got to give him whatever he wants. He's 91 overall. It's 96 points. We just got to look to bring in everybody that's just ridiculous in this game. Jacob Phillips, need him. 6 years, take everything you want from me. 87 million, 94 total points. Doesn't get us to first place. So we have to increase this offer just a little bit. 92 million, whatever. It's at 98 total points. Anybody else? I'll let you guys know if I see anybody else that we need to sign. We have signed Jonathan Jones. Phillips declined our offer. We signed J.J. Watt and Colton Miller. Let's go back and see if we can sign anybody else. I'll let you guys know if I do. The team to start Season 5, the final season of the rebuild. We got Trey Lance, Kareem Hunt, Juju, Deontay Johnson. Offensive line is looking really good. 2 superstars on the offensive line. I mean, the offense looks ridiculous, man. We're an 87 overall team. And our defense includes 4 superstar X factors. I mean, this team is absolutely amazing. I'm going to simulate the whole season. We're not going to go midway. We're going to go all the way through. This is the final season. We have to win the Super Bowl for this. Oh, I almost clicked mid-season. Full sim to playoffs. We have to win this, boys. We have to make it to the Super Bowl. That's it. I'm not settling for anything less. After simulating to the end of Season 5, we do make the playoffs. We're matched up against the Browns. Let's see what our record was. We went 14-2. Absolutely spectacular. Let's continue simulating the playoffs and see if we can make it to the Super Bowl. I think we can with a 14-2 record. I mean, the team I showed you was really strong. We had a total, I think, of 6 superstar X Factors on the team. We win round 1 against the Cleveland Browns. Round 2 against the Chiefs, who are 13-3. I told you guys Patty Mahomes might win 6, 7, 8 rings in his career, but let's hope one of those rings is not coming this year, and it's not. We win that game 35-28. Now 14-2 versus 14-2 against the Tennessee Titans. Advanced week Come on, boys. To the Super Bowl. The Steelers are going to the Super Bowl. All the way. All the way. We got this. We're beating them. We lost by 3 points. I couldn't do it. We made it to the AFC Championship game 2 times. I mean, that's absolutely incredible. Can't really ask for anything more. Let me just quickly upgrade all these players, and then let me show you guys what the final roster looked like. We had 89 overall, 89 offense, 91 defense. I built this team up to be an absolute beast of a unit. And we had Trey Lance at 97 overall, Kareem Hunt 93, Juju at 99, Deontay Johnson 91, Eric Ebron 87, Cobb 84, DeCastro 91, Johnson 90, Mays 98, and Colton Miller 84. Now looking at the defense, we had J.J. Watt 93, Chambers 84, Sullivan 82, Hilton. Our cornerbacks were always probably our weakness of the team, but we had Minka 98, we had Devin Bush. I'm surprised he never got a depth trait upgrade, but we had Fred Warner and T.J. Watt 99 and 98 respectively, superstar X Factors, and Terrell Edmonds was an 84. Guys, let me take a quick look at the stats before I sign off on this video. I want to see how crazy the stats were this year. Trey Lance didn't look like he had too crazy of a season. 36-7 is still good, but he did have that 140-yard passing touchdown year. Kareem went crazy, 1,400 yards, 9 touchdowns. Juju did his thing. He was really good so far this franchise. Defensively, let's take a look at the sacks. 14 for TJ Watt, and interceptions we had 4 for Fred Warner. Guys, that was the franchise rebuild for the Pittsburgh Steelers. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to drop a like, a comment, and subscribe. It's been your boy, King07, and I'm out. Peace.